Hello everybody, and welcome back to Cam Critiques. The latest Smash Ultimate DLC character, Kazuya Mishima from Tekken, released just yesterday. So today, I'll be critiquing the Challenger Pack he headlines. I'm a decent Smash player, I've got a good chunk of the roster in Elite Smash, and I've done well in tournaments for past entries, though I am by no means an ultra-competitive player or a pro. So I'm going to be approaching this from the perspective of a somewhat casual player, and critiquing this like I would any other DLC pack for any other game. I'll be discussing the character, the stage, and the music. Let's get started by talking about the character himself. I don't have a ton of Tekken experience. The only one I really sank any substantial time into was Tekken Tag Tournament 2, but from what I remember, playing as Kazuya in Smash feels very similar to playing Tekken. You've got a lot more mobility obviously, but the focus on learning different command inputs and combos is very well preserved. I definitely have some issues with Kazuya's implementation though. Kazuya definitely leans further into command inputs than any other character, but they're still not totally unique to him. It's crazy how many attacks they crammed into his moveset. Just look at this graphic from @ChasingDreamsTV on Twitter showing them all. But even still, Ryu and Terry also kind of had the command input gimmick. Other gimmicks from those fighting game characters are shared by Kazuya too, like the charming though admittedly frustrating to deal with mechanic of always facing your opponent in a 1v1 battle. His rage move that he can use when his damage passes 100% is even reminiscent of Terry's Power Geyser in Buster Wolf. Kazuya feels accurate to his source material, but not super unique. That accuracy is also kind of obnoxious in Smash Bros, to be honest. Kazuya feels faster and floatier than ever before, but still far too slow and heavy for Smash, where platforming is as important as hitting your opponent. They try to give Kazuya lots of combo potential, invincibility, super armor and the like to counteract these weaknesses, and as a result he sounds kind of broken on paper, but in practice he feels pretty weak. Again, I am not a pro. I don't know the ins and outs of Ultimate's tech. For all I know, he could be the best character in the game. But I do know that to me, it feels hard to approach the enemy and hard to fight against anybody with a decently fast ranged attack. There is still a lot to like about how Kazuya plays though. If you like playing Tekken, you'll probably like playing as Kazuya. It's hard to approach and start a combo, but it's pretty easy to keep a combo going, and you can do a ton of damage in just a few hits. Kazuya may have no unique gimmicks to really call his own, but his movement is unlike that of anyone else. And again, the sheer number of moves he has is ridiculous. One of the things I appreciate about Smash is that you don't need to learn lots of command inputs, but their presence here is absolutely well justified. From a visual standpoint, Kazuya looks just as good as every other Smash character. His animations look like they're stripped right out of Tekken. His model looks super great and is very accurate to how he looks in his own games. His ult reference iconic looks from the series and even represent both his shirtless look and his fully suited look. The little touch of having the Tekken announcer for his victory screen is great too. Ultimately, the character of Kazuya is clearly implemented in Smash Ultimate with lots of love, care, and attention to detail. He plays like how you would imagine a Tekken character would play in Smash. His accuracy to the source material may be a little too extreme for my liking, and his lack of a unique gimmick is a little disappointing, but I can't complain too much. He's not perfect, but he's still pretty fun to use. I give the character of Kazuya a 7.5 out of 10. Now, onto the stage. This Challenger Pack stage is Tekken 7's Mishima Dojo, and it looks pretty good. It's got some details you'd never be able to notice in battle, such as Kazumi and Heihachi's names carved into the floor, which I really appreciate, and it's decently fun to fight on. The breakable ceiling is also a nice gimmick, but it does feel kind of underwhelming overall. The breakable walls and ceiling are a little different from the breakable borders of the King of Fighters Stadium, but the overall idea is the same, and the unique elements are a little sloppy. Having the breakable border be split into different unique breakable sections is pretty interesting, but recovery and animations get a little weird when you break only the top half of either wall. Most of the other Smash DLC stages have either had unique layouts or fancy gimmicks. Mementos, for example, has 3 different designs for the different music that plays. It has the train at the bottom, it has the walls and ceilings that come in, and the layout itself is just a little different from the usual stage. The shapes of the platforms aren't seen in many other places. Northern Cave has a pretty basic layout, but the background is dynamic and extremely intricate. Mishima Dojo is just a flat stage with a gimmick that's not even unique and a static background. It looks nice, I appreciate the details, and it's fun enough to fight on. It's no great cave offensive or anything. It's just nothing special. If you want to fight on a stage like this, I'd recommend just picking the King of Fighters Stadium. I give Mishima Dojo a 6 out of 10. Now, onto the music tracks. Challenger Pack 10 comes with a whopping 39 tracks from the Tekken series. It's got songs from every mainline numbered Tekken, along with songs from a variety of other entries. There's a good spread of stuff from every game on the list too, and there's a good amount of variety. Only 8 of the songs are new arrangements, and half of the new arrangements are from one game, Tekken 7, which is a little disappointing, though a couple of other DLC packs came with 8 or less songs total, so I can't complain too much. The remixes are pretty good with some great ones by Yoko Shimomura and Ace. I kind of wish the remixes sounded a little more different from the other Tekken music here, though it obviously already worked well in a fighting game, so it's not like they had a real reason to change too much about the tracks. I just have very little to complain about with regards to the music here. There's lots of stuff, there are some great remixes, it represents all of the series well, and it all works well as music to play Smash Bros. To. I wish there were some more remixes, and some more unique remixes, but there's plenty here, especially considering the fairly low price of a Challenger Pack. I give the music of Challenger Pack 10 a 9.5 out of 10. Overall, Challenger Pack 10 is a solid DLC pack. Kazuya is a decently fun character that feels accurate to his source material. The stage is a little underwhelming, but it's still pretty fun to fight on. The music does a great job of representing the entire series, contains some great remixes, and is very plentiful. And everything here is clearly designed with the immense level of care and attention to detail expected of Smash Bros. Now. It feels like the development team here is full of Tekken fans. There are definitely better DLC packs and more unique additions, but if you're a fan of Tekken and Smash Bros, this pack is absolutely worth picking up. And at a price of only $6, this pack may be worth it if you're just a Smash fan and you think the character looks at all interesting. I give Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's Challenger Pack 10 an 8 out of 10. Well, it does it for my review. If you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you liked, commented, hit the notification bell, and or subscribed. I'd also recommend you check out some of my other content like my ranking of the 2D Metroid games. Thank you all for watching, have a great rest of your day.